Hello, I'm Charles Armstrong, and this is Young Money.
A check 1, 2, 3, 401k with a pre-tax match Roth IRA. Ay, you wanna stress compound interest sums and invest in the best index funds? Check your portfolio. Shorts aren't just clothes. Talk selling high. Stocks on the rise. Flash come the lows. Cash on the flows. Eyes on the price. Want advice? Young Money. Young Money.
If you're like me, you're a couple years out of college and you've got your first real disposable income. So the question presents itself. How should you dispose of your income? I'd recommend against exotic pets. There's lots of stuff you could buy. You could put it towards nice clothes, a new flat screen TV, maybe a trip to Vegas. But there's another way to spend your cash that people our age don't often think about. You can invest it. But why should you invest? I'll tell you why. Because it's free money. You can literally make money by doing nothing. So why don't more young people invest? Well, it's intimidating. The side of investing we see is one of day trading brokers making deals on their Bluetooth headsets. And I'll admit it, I've seen Boiler Room. It was pretty badass. But Vin Diesel's a scary dude, and you don't want to get caught up in that unless you're some kind of high-powered Wall Street analyst making six figures. In which case, stop watching my show, you rich bastard! But seriously, most financial media is geared towards older adults, and an understanding of the market is generally assumed. Either that or they pitch themselves as get-rich-quick gurus. But the truth is, despite what you've heard from Lindsay Campbell, she is hot. Jim Cramer, that guy is crazy. And Susie Orman, she is hot. Investing doesn't have to be complicated. Anyone can do it, whether you're making $20,000 a year or more. I guess there's no real upper limit, is there? But the point is, the younger you start investing, the more you stand to make. You've got something most of the geezers on Wall Street don't. Hella time. And that means a lot. You can take on more risk because you've got time to recover. If someone's 60 years old, they're thinking about retirement pretty soon. They can't afford to put their money somewhere that might not pay off for a few years. But you can. Plus, the exponential nature of growth means that you can make more money later in life by doing less work now. More money, less work. Let's say you're 25 years old and you invest $3,000 a year for the next 10 years. Then do nothing until you're 65. By the time retirement rolls around, that $30,000 you stashed away would be worth about $920,000. Not bad. Now, let's say you put off investing until you're 35, but to make up for the late start, instead of cutting your deposits off after 10 years, you keep right on going until retirement. That's $3,000 a year for 30 years, meaning you'd put away a total of $90,000. And yet, amazingly, by the time you're 65, your money will only have grown to about $540,000. Still not bad, but that's nearly $375,000 less than if we'd started earlier. And remember, in the first scenario, we put away 2/3 less money than we did in the second. Of course, this model isn't perfect. We left out taxes and inflation, and we assumed a 10% annual return. But the point is, time is money. If you're young, you may not have a lot of money, but you do have time, which is better, really. So what should you do with your money time? Good question. Maybe you don't know a lot about investing. That's where this show comes in. Each week on Young Money, we'll focus on an issue relevant to new young investors. From setting up the right kind of retirement account to building your stock portfolio, we'll cover it all right here. And we'll do it without getting caught up in that Wall Street bull. If you have any questions, feel free to email us at youngmoneytv@gmail.com. So until next week, I'm Charles Armstrong saying, more money, more problems, my ass. P. Diddy's a liar. See you next time.